What's good, people, and welcome back to another Madden 18 scheme video, and this one will be out of single back wide trips, and the playbook is based out of will be the Jacksonville Jaguars. And your audibles are going to be HB blunt dive, HB draw, PA slot cross, and double China. So the first play I'm going to go over with you guys is double post, and this is the play you come out in, and it's your base play. And when I say base play for these videos, it's always going to be the play that gives you the most options to go with the ball. And as you can see with the play got some stuff in it. There's the C route by Robert Woods, the crossing route by the tight end, and the double post routes by Cup and Watkins. Now there's two different ways I like to run this play. The first way is to send the back on the right flat route. Against cover 3 and 4, the outside post serves as a decoy route to open up the slot receiver's post route running directly underneath him. And against cover 2, he'll need no help as he'll run right down the middle freely. Now your opponent's response to the damage that post can do will be to use your linebacker and cover that route himself, or put that middle linebacker in the deep blue and have him rack up his pass deflections and INTs doing his best Brian Urlacher impression. Since the double post keeps them from doing anything funky with their safeties without giving up a bigger play by letting Watkins' route go free, so the slot post at least has protection from that. Now if my opponent decides to deep blue the middle linebacker to stop the post, guess who he follows? Not the slot's post route, he goes with the deeper post route. So the slot receiver's route will still be wide open. So you're forcing your opponent to dedicate yet another defender deep, which will probably be the user, which takes him out of the running to get any user picks on underneath routes like people usually try to do when they send the other linebacker deep. And it even makes them second guess sending that first linebacker deep. So you basically canceled out the most common adjustment to these type of routes. Once you snap the ball, the first read for me typically is the tight end's crossing route because it's the quickest, so you can throw it to him immediately. Or let him get to the sidelines where he creates a high-low read with the C route on the closest sideline defender, where you then throw to whoever the sideline defender doesn't choose. Now if the defender you're focusing on doesn't make it clear who he's favoring between the two receivers, you move on to the slot receiver running a deep post route. Now if he's covered somehow, you look to the back on a flat route. And against man coverage, the C route, drag by the tight end, and post route by the slot are man beaters as well. So it's a jack of all trades type of play, and why it's the base play that you want to revolve everything else around in this set. And the second way I like to run double post is to block the running back, streak the tight end, and drag the outside circle receiver, which would be B on Xbox. So you still end up with the drag and C route high-low read on the left side, but a little delayed this time, since it's a different receiver running it and he's coming from further away, while still canceling out the deep blue hot routed linebacker shall they do it with the tight end streak route. So this play makes the user's defender job just as hard with a faster player running the underneath route this time. Plus you get extra blocking on this one, and your reads are the same. Look for the quick drag, then the high-low read he creates with the C route towards the sidelines, then the post route. How this play helps out the rest of the plays in this scheme is their best bet against double posts is cover 2, deep blue the middle linebacker, just in case. User another underneath defender and pray they pick the right receiver you throw to. Running cover 3 or 4 leaves too few defenders underneath for them to even begin to play games with their linebackers and such without doing something crazy like taking the defender from another area to help out and hope you don't see it, or rushing 1 or 2. So the next play will help when they do run cover 2 to take advantage of the adjustments they will predictably make in it, and make double post's life much easier while being equally as dangerous, just in a different way against cover 3 and 4. So the next play will be PA slot cross, and you make no adjustment to it, leave it as is. It takes advantage of your opponents who go, oh, you're running double post, let me have more secondary players deep to stop it and run cover 3 or 4. But this play will attack laterally, not vertically, so again, the more players they have deep, the better success we'll have. The post route run by Robert Woods will serve as a decoy to occupy the corner and safety on his side, so the crossing route by the slot receiver can run right behind him against cover 3 or 4 defenses. So underneath user is necessary to defend the crosser by the slot, which also has the dig route right behind him if they somehow do follow the cross. And that dig route is especially useful when your opponent puts that middle linebacker in the deep blue as the dig will run directly into that spot. So this play more so forces the defense underneath defenders to play honest since you're attacking that area. And against cover 2 style defenses, it becomes more of a constraint play with a home run option built in. The post route, like the post and double post, is open all day. The only difference is you don't even look his way unless it's cover 2. And you do that by staring at the safeties when you snap the ball and see where they go. If they spread open, it's cover 2 or man. They move straight back, it's cover 4. And if one comes down, it's cover 3. So if they open up, square immediately is your best friend and becomes your first read. And to make it easy, you want to stare at the safeties while the play action animation is going on. If the safeties don't spread open, you ignore the post and your reads go the running back, slot receiver, and the dig route. And against man coverage like double post, it's just as effective with the post, crossing route, and dig as good routes to defeat it. And the next play is double China. And this is strictly a cover 3, cover 4 type play that attacks the other side of the field. Like the previous play, it has a home run option in it with the post by the single side receiver. But don't be like, they're in cover 2, let me load up double China. Things might get a little ugly. Your reads are the first look at the safeties again. If they spread open, it's cover 2 or man, and then post route is your first read. Then the in route, and finish with the high-low read on the sideline defender with the whip by the slot and the post corner route by the tight end. This has the added benefit of keeping the right side defenders honest, so your opponent knows you have the ability to attack any part of the field. And the last 2 plays are run looks. The first is HB blunt dive, which against 4 down lineman defenses you want to run to the left. In any 3-4 defense, or anytime the defense obviously has a guy outside the left tackle, flip it and run right. Because if you run left, it messes up the blockers and somebody's going to tackle you untouched. And it looks like PA slot cross, so that might get somebody thinking it's a run and go full speed into the line. And the last play is HB draw, which you want to break out anytime you expect heavy zone coverages or when they start dropping D linemen back in coverage. And you don't want to break out the draw every once in a while either. If your opponent knows you're about that draw life, they become much more aware of how many plays they're dropping back and such, which as a result helps your passing plays. Plays gotta work together, man. Sorry, sports gamers, hope this video helped you out and you can take it on the field and get busy. Also, stay tuned here at Sports Gamers Online for more Madden 18 content, so subscribe if you haven't so you don't miss anything we put out. And stick around in a sec for more in-game footage of my wide strip scheme if you're interested. Alright, I'm Chris. Thank y'all for watching and be good, y'all.